How's it going, everyone? It is it is Dirty Deeds, and looky here, we're here for episode number 1 of the franchise mode with your Pittsburgh Penguins. And as you guys heard in the update video, and what you heard in the intro, um, we lost the save file for Detroit, and we lost the entire 2020-2021 season, and I thought we were going to do well, but we didn't. But we lost the entire 2020-2021 season. So we're looking at this. We're in the off season. We just had the craziest season with the North Division, the West Division, the East Division, and the Central Division. And the Stanley Cup final ended up being the Edmonton Oilers and the defending Stanley Cup champions, Tampa Bay Lightning. And as you can see from right there, your winners of the 2021 Stanley Cup is the Edmonton Oilers, led by Connor McDavid, led by Leon Draisaitl, led by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And, but yeah, like, I'm very, very interested to see. The Pittsburgh Penguins did not make the playoffs, and Jim Rutherford is out. Jim Rutherford is gone. He has fulfilled his requirements as the Pittsburgh general manager. And now Dirty Deeds is going to step in because we want to lead the Pittsburgh Penguins through probably what's going to be a little bit of a rebuild. Especially with guys like Crosby, Malkin. They're in their mid-30s now, so we're not going to be able to keep up competitively for long, even though we have arguably one of the best players in the world. But still, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to compete. So, especially because if you guys can tell, we didn't make the playoffs. We finished our regular season with a 34-8 record, which if you dumb it down to 56 games, that's around like a 27 win season. So we didn't do well at all. And yeah, I mean, Pittsburgh Penguins struggled this past season. They struggled the last few years in the playoffs. After winning back-to-back Stanley Cups in 2016, 2017. But ever since they got rid of Phil Kessel, they've had first-round exits in 2019 and 2020. And I believe it was the second round in 2018 to Washington. So we're here. We're going to rebuild the Pittsburgh Penguins. What we're going to do this video is we're going to go to the draft. And since we're not in a position to where we can decide where we can go, let's take a look at our upcoming contracts first. I want to see where we're at with contracts. So Crosby's still signed for another 5 years. Okay. Oof. Wait. So no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four more years to his contract. Malkin is a UFA after next season. Okay. Letang, same problem. Letang is actually someone I'm actually interested in probably moving at the draft, especially because we're gonna have like a 10 to 13 pick. So if we can get like a top 10 pick, especially with the draft, because as you guys also heard in the update video, I updated all the rosters. I did all the rosters myself, and I did the entire 2020 draft class. So the first round anyway. And yeah, Jake Gunsel, he's someone who I am looking to maybe build the team around a little bit, at least for a couple seasons. But depending, if he performs next season, then maybe not. Maybe he can be a nice trade bait. But for $6 million at 87 overall, that's really good. Jason Zucker, he has two more years left on his deal. Apologies. Kapanen, they're done next year. Russ gone next year. McCann is done next year. Dumoulin, this is one of the worst contracts that we have. He still has 2 years after this contract at $4 million. We have John Marino, and he has to sign this year, so he's one of the few players that we actually have to sign this next season. Blunger doesn't want to resign. Tanev is another bad contract. That was a waste of a contract, in my opinion. Yeah, these guys all want to resign. These guys, CC wants to resign. CC, get the hell out of here. Yeah, all right. So all these guys down here want to sign. If we look at our goaltending, as you can see, I updated the Pittsburgh goaltending to represent what it was in real life, and neither of these guys have had a good season so far. They've actually done pretty poorly. So Yeah, Tristan Jerry still has the potential to maybe get up to like an 83, 84, but I really doubt it. Our team status is seller. So what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna get to probably around the draft. We're gonna get to around the draft and see where we're at. Because we look like our coaches are fine. We'll probably see what we have to do for next season. Let's see. If we look at our. All right, let's just look at our team. Let's just look at our team, okay? We're gonna look at our team. We're gonna look at our center. Okay, Crosby, we want to keep for at least another year. He's 95 overall. As you see, I have upped his overall because he is Sidney Crosby and he is probably one of the best players in the world. Evgeny Malkin is a 90 overall. He dropped McCann, Blunger, and Rodriguez. Not the best depth, especially because we don't have any future. So we don't have any future center. So if we want to pick up like an elite like level center in the draft, that'd be kind of cool. Jake Gunsel is an elite sniper, so maybe find him a nice playmaker to play with him. Jason Zucker's not bad. He's a two-way forward, so he's perfect for like the third line, but we don't want to be playing a third liner 5.5 million at least right now. Brandon Tanev, I'm going to be looking to move at the draft because this contract is a waste. This is literally a waste of a contract. Uh, Ashton Reese, he might be able to get re-signed, and Jankowski, sorry. Kasperi Kapanen, I'm gonna see what his value is at the draft, and I want to see kind of what I maybe can get for him because that is $3.2 million, and he's a two-way forward. But he is perfect for our third line. But considering he's our best right winger, Brandon Rust, I'm looking to move at the draft for sure because he is $3.5 million against the cap, and he's 29. But maybe I can keep Rust. Maybe I can keep Rust for at least one more year. Look, our defense, we have no, besides Letang, we have no defense, and that makes me also want to target a defenseman in the first round. So I don't know if I want to trade Letang and get another first round pick, which I am contemplating doing. Um, Matheson, like CC, like this defensive core is pretty weak, and we already saw our goaltending. We look at our system. We have Pierre Oliver Joseph. He's a 2A. He is one of our only prospect defensemen that we have in the system. Yeah, he's literally the only prospect defenseman we have in the system, but he looks like he'll be NHL ready next season, which is fantastic. If you look at our wingers, like nothing. Like we don't have really any wingers. Like Lagar won't really turn in anything. Maybe like an 81 third liner, but I doubt it. He would need like good placement in the minors. Um, Metalik, yeah, like nothing. I mean, yeah, pull in, but he's a two-way forward, so his ceiling is like third line for us. And if we look at like Goudreau, like we don't have any prospects in the system. Like Pittsburgh's gonna have to suffer for a few years to really complete that rebuild. So what we're gonna do in this video is all right. Let's look at the draft class. Okay, let's see what we can get. The first overall pick is set to be Owen Power. Um, he had a monster season at the University of Michigan this past season, with 5 goals, 46 assists, 22 penalty minutes, and 7 plus minus. He's a defensive defenseman, ranked first overall. He is from Canada, but I had to make him from the States because he's not an OHL team. But he is playing at the University of Michigan, even though he is Canadian. So yeah, so ignore that. Matthew Beniers, he's second overall. He had a monster year. Also at the University of Michigan, 51 goals, 51 assists. Like what a year for him. Um, Simon Evanson, he is a two-way defenseman from Sweden. He looks like he can be definitely a threat. Pinch cycles, that's actually pretty good, nice, and he's similar to Sendeo Chara. Brant Clark, um, this is one of the rookies I edited. Not I mean I edited him quite a bit, but he is the offensive defenseman from the Barrie Colts. So we have a choice of defensemen here. We have a defensive defenseman, a two-way, and an offensive. And here's another offensive defenseman, Luke Hughes, the brother of Jack and Quinn Hughes. He's a great puck moving, shutdown ability, and magic hands, and he has pinch shoot. Um, so yeah, we have Kent Johnson, who I believe is also from the University of Michigan. He had a monster year. It looks like he played a lot with Matthew Benders. I don't know. Dylan Gontier, he is projected to go ninth. He is like a sniper. He's a good sniper. We don't really need any snipers, and it looks like he needs 1 year to develop. But yeah, Lamos, he's similar to Brian Leach. Don't know when he's gonna be ready. William Eklund, Zachary Larox, Danielle Chanel, Joshua Joshua Roy, Auntie Ranta, who was actually projected to be the first overall pick and has dropped significantly in at least most rankings that I've seen. Cole Sillinger, Xander Bogard, Anton Harrison McDonald, Fabian Lascelles, Alexander Petrov, a goaltender. So that's another thing I'm kind of interested in. Jesper Wallstead. I'm definitely interested to see where he's going to be at. I want to see what maybe we could do with it. Saval Tomula. Uh, I did this entire first round, so there's some guys here that are not like that I didn't do, but oops. There's some of the picks I didn't do, and I also just realized that we didn't have a first round pick, so I didn't even think about that. So we're definitely gonna have to trade for a first round pick. Looks like Letang is definitely on the go. Um, Letang and maybe Malkin, because I kind of want to get two picks in the top 10, or I want to get one pick in the top 10 for sure, but I want to see where we can end up at. We're reaching the 12-minute mark of the video. So what we're gonna do here is we are going to look at one more thing, and that is gonna be the pending free agents. Okay, we're gonna see what kind of free agents that may be available. Alexander Ovechkin, his contract ends up this year. Cal McCarr, he is as you can see, I upped Cal McCarr, his overall a lot, which I feel like it makes total sense. I mean, he's a monster. Quinn Hughes, I upped his overall. But yeah, like look at all of these guys. There's a lot of guys in here that probably won't get picked up. Kaprizov, yeah, he got a big boost in my roster update. Um, but yeah, like you know what, like the Pittsburgh Penguins here, they're looking pretty solid. I am kind of nervous to see where this is going to end up. But that is going to wrap up the end of this video. Because what I want to do is I want to upload you guys a marathon. I plan to do the whole season. But I want to spread it out in parts so it's not all crammed together. It's not like a 30-minute video because I don't think anyone wants to hear me talk for like 45 minutes. But yeah, guys, I'm going to run a marathon this week on this series just to kind of catch up on the Detroit series that kind of got swept under because it kind of got ruined, which sucks because I literally picked up Alexander Ovechkin and I had him playing with Dylan Larkin and Anthony Mantha, and they were literally, as I was trying to record it before it corrupted on me, they were perfect chemistry for each other, so it was literally a +5 line with all greens down every single category. So I was very, very, very disappointed to find out that it corrupted on me. So I want to make up for it. I want to do as much as I can. So yeah, as I was saying, the entire rosters have been updated. Actually, that is one more thing I actually kind of want to show you guys. I'm gonna show you kind of like the top players on every team. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, we're gonna start with Anaheim. So Anaheim, I lowered a couple overalls just because they were a team that is not doing well this season. So this is actually the official thing. I didn't really touch Arizona too much. I kind of touched their goaltending. I gave Darcy Kemper a way better, a little bit better overall because he's playing so well this season. And Branta must have got traded somewhere. Marchand, Bergeron, and Pasternak, they're 90s overall. Bergeron actually dropped because I kept him at 91 overall, but his defensive stats are just absolutely unreal. Buffalo, I upped the overall of Stahl, and I believe that was it. Calgary, I upped the overall of somebody. I don't remember. Touche. Sebastian Aho, I switched to a playmaker. That I know for a fact I did. Patrick Kane. I I dropped Duncan Keith a little bit because he is getting older, and yeah, Chicago looks bright though. I upped the overall McKinnon. I know for a fact I did that, and I did up the. I guess I didn't. And I up the thing Makar, obviously. Line A. Oh, he grew to an 88. I didn't. He was. I didn't even touch Columbus. Klingberg. I upped Klingberg a lot because Klingberg's a very good defenseman. And Heskinen. I upped him as well. I dropped somebody. I don't think I even dropped anybody really. Yeah, as you see, McDavid's a 99 overall. I mean, he's the best player in the world. I mean, like, I hate that people don't have, like, the game doesn't have 99 overall ratings, and I feel like it's stupid because I feel like that Connor McDavid is a 99 overall player. And while, like, I don't think he's good at, like, he's not good at fighting. He's strong. He's like not like he's a 99 overall player. And notice I didn't pick Edmonton, so some probably part of the reason why they won the Stanley Cup, along with picking up Dustin Bufflin on the blue line. Must have did that at the beginning of the season. And Draisaitl's 96 overall, the second best player in the NHL. Like Florida, I didn't touch too much. I mean, I did. I might have upped Huberto. No, I upped Ekblad a bit. I think. I don't know. I didn't pick him up. Mustman in the draft. Kaprizov. Uh, Weber. Nashville. I upped Yossi. I know for a fact I did because he won the. Because he was only like an 88 before. I upped Jack Hughes. I didn't up him to an 86. He grew, but I upped him to an 82 along with Capo Caco. Matt Barzell. Yeah, I upped him a little bit. Capo Caco's an 87. Jeez. Ottawa, I lowered Thomas Chabot, but that's because I knew he was just going to grow right back up. And I also upped Tim Stutzel because he was playing phenomenal for Ottawa this year. I upped Provorov because I consider him one of the best defensemen in the NHL. Crosby, I upped, and yeah, that was the only person I upped in Pittsburgh. San Jose, I didn't even touch anyone in San Jose. I should have probably lowered Carlson a little bit. The Kraken, we're not going to get into there because I'm not counting their last season. Their first season is actually this season. So St. Louis, I didn't touch anybody. I upped Kucherov to a 92. Matthews, I upped. Matthews and Tavares, I upped as the second best center duo in the NHL. I upped Morgan Riley a little bit, and I changed him to an offensive defenseman. And Mitch Marner, I upped one overall, I think. I kept Frederick Anderson the same, but I moved up Jack Campbell, especially because of the start of the season that he had. But I didn't touch anyone else on Toronto. Oh, sorry, I upped Joe Thornton from an 82 to an 84 because he was playing on the first line. So, yeah, there was reason for it. I changed Pedersen to a playmaker. He's very, very good. I upped Besser to an 88. He was criminally underrated. He was like an 86. I'm like, how the this guy had like this like I'm not looking at this past season, but like the season before, like he had like the 2 seasons previous, he had like a ton of goals. He was on pace for over 20 goals for both seasons if the season wasn't stopped short. Quinn Hughes, I had to up his overall, and Bo Horvat I upped up as he's currently probably one of the best defensive centers in the first in the NHL. Vegas, I upped William Karlsson and I changed him to a sniper. Um, yeah, Washington, I upped Ovechkin's shot to 99 because he is a 99 shooter. Um, Definitely, like, come on, he has the best shot in probably the league. And Winterpeg, I don't think I upped anybody. That Dubois must have grew because I didn't touch him. Oh no, I know who I did. Oh, I upped Justin Hall from Toronto as well. I guess he got traded to Winnipeg, and one more player I actually upped, Logan Stanley, because he was playing in the NHL, and I wanted to up his overall. So yeah, that is all the players that I upped in overall. And that is actually a good conclusion to this video. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are the Pittsburgh Penguins, and we are going to try and save this franchise. We're going to try to give them a nice, quick rebuild, and hopefully we get the success to back to when it was the Mario days or the late 2010s, where Pittsburgh was led by the likes of Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, Phil Kessel, Chris Letang, Marc-Andre Fleury, Matt Murray. Hopefully, at some point, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and save this team. We didn't make the playoffs this past season, and we're gonna try and make our way back. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys at NHL Draft. See you guys there.